Welcome to the Advancing Entrepreneur. This show is all about surrounding yourself for success. Hear stories of building traction, gaining acceleration, and creating results from successful entrepreneurs who have surrounded themselves with other successful entrepreneurs. And now, here's your host, Annette Nightingale James.
Hello, Advancing Entrepreneurs. Annette Nightingale James back with you for another episode of the Advancing Entrepreneur Show, where we hope you get traction, acceleration, and results in your business. And you have found us in the middle of an implementation series where we're talking about advancing your implementation in your business, how to take ideas and brilliant strategies and put them to work for you. I want you to head on over to iamadvancing.com, hit up implement in the search bar. There, the show notes for all these episodes are going to come up, and you're going to be able to get a copy of the slides and the notes for you to go follow along with as we go through these episodes. This is what's really going to help you take it from just a concept to putting it to work in your business. So head on over to iamadvancing.com, implement in the search bar. We'll take you to the show notes page where you can request your own copy of the slides and notes for this series. So this entire series was kicked off on Monday when my friend Willie Mayette and fellow mastermind member said the key is immediate implementation. Willie was sharing a story about how to take an idea from a conference or just any event or inspiration that you get and put something to work immediately in your business so that you don't end up procrastinating it into oblivion. And which one of us can't relate to that? So today we are on part 3 of this implementation series. First, we talked about the one thing. Yesterday, we covered the sticky note solution. Very good. Go back and catch that episode if you haven't already. And today we're going to be talking about daily rituals. And tomorrow we're going to end with to implement or not to implement, how to know when an idea is something that you should put into action in your business now or later. So like I said, today is part 3 where we're going to be covering daily rituals and habits and how to use them to advance your implementation. Now I want you to buckle up because I got so much great information and quotes and statistics when I was preparing for this episode that I really jam-pack a lot into the next 10 minutes or so. So are you ready to advance your implementation? Let's get started. The first quote comes from Jason Gaynard, who says, "Until you value yourself, you won't value your time. And until you value your time, you won't do anything with it." So today is all about leveraging your time into rituals and habits to help you get more done. A friend of mine, Jeremy Montoya, came up with this quote, which I thought was incredible to put into this series. Get up early and get started before the noise starts. He was talking about really taking control of your day by starting early and starting with what you wanted to start with before the rest of the world is up and trying to take over your day with their agenda instead of your agenda. But the truth is that daily rituals and habits don't have to be first thing in the morning. They can really be whatever time of day works best for you. Habits and rituals are all about leveraging your time and putting things on autopilot into your life so that you are able to get more done or accomplish more goals or move a certain direction that you want to move by making them part of your everyday routine. This is really important because about 40% of your day is nothing but habitual behavior. So think about that. 40% of our day, we go on completely on autopilot. That's a large part of our day to give up to doing things and taking action without even really thinking about it. So if you can make those habits and actions something that moves you forward and moves your business forward, you can see how powerful that would become really quickly. I love this quote by Peter Thiel, who, by the way, was the first investor in Facebook. He said, "Your mind is software. Program it." So that means that no matter what you are or what habits you're trying to work on or what rituals you need to incorporate into your day to move your business forward, you can program your mind to get it there. So let's take control of the software of the mind and program some great habits and rituals. Jason Gaynard again said something that was so good. You are not the product of your environment. You are the product of your decisions. How do we take daily habits and rituals and incorporate them into our life to be effective? Well, one thing you absolutely want to be working on is scripting your day. That means taking control of what you're working on every day. So we've already seen this in the first two parts of this implementation series, the one thing and the sticky note solution, which was yesterday's episode. If you missed either of those episodes, please go back and take the time to listen to them. They have some great information about how you can take control of your day every day to make sure that you're getting done what you need to get done to move yourself forward. Really important. After a while, scripting your day, your sticky note solution, your one thing, it's going to become a habit for you. So that is one way to move habits and rituals into your day to advance your implementation forward. Remember, your inbox is not a to-do list. You cannot simply make up what needs to be done that day by opening up your email and seeing what other people want you to do. That is simply yielding your time in your business away to others. That is no way to grow your business to the next level. Another thing that you can do is take a journal, take a blank page in a journal or just a piece of paper, anything that works for you, and just number 1 to 5. And then in a place of positive expectation, expect that there will be 5 good things for you to put down at the end of the day. By creating the space around you for good things to happen and for you to accomplish something significant, by just having that blank page there, your mind will automatically go to work looking for opportunities and solutions for you to fill in that page. I know it sounds a little weird, but just try it. It works better than you'd imagine, I promise. Another thing that you should be working on is to make a chain of X's. So this concept actually comes from Jerry Seinfeld when he was asked about how does he work on his creative work, how does he work on his jokes and things like that. And he said every day that he works on jokes, he marks down with an X. So whatever it is that your business, whatever you are the genius behind in your business, whatever that one thing, if you go back 2 episodes, that one thing that you need to be working on to move your business forward, that is what you should be counting towards an X on your calendar. Then Jerry said that the key is not to break the chain, to work on your place of genius, to work on your area of genius every day. Don't break the chain of X's. So this is another daily habit and ritual that you can put into place. Mark an X on your calendar and don't break the chain. As Peter Drucker said, what gets measured gets managed. So that is why it's important to have these little rituals and routines and also to be measuring our actions and the activity that we're taking and moving ourselves to the next level. Another daily ritual that I highly suggest you put into your routine, it comes from the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, where he talked about writing down that burning desire. What is it that you really want to accomplish and when do you want to accomplish it by? Then you write that desire down and you keep it all around you. And before you go to bed every night and when you wake up every morning, you read your burning desire. This is another one of those things that will keep your brain focused on what's really important and not allow the clutter or the noise, as Jeremy would say, come in and divert you from what's important in your day. So I want to leave you with one last thought before we end today's episode. Today. It would be really easy for you to listen to this episode and then walk away and never do anything with the information that I've shared with you here today. Go back to what Jason was saying earlier in this episode, that we are not the product of our environment, but rather the product of our decisions. There's another great quote about choices from John Wooden that says, there is a choice you have to make in everything you do. So keep in mind that in the end, the choice you make makes you. So you can choose to implement the information from this episode and this entire series into your business, or you can choose to continue to go along the way you have. That is completely up to you. But just realize that no matter what, they're both a choice, and the choice you're making is making your results. So we have covered part 1, the one thing. We've covered the sticky note solution. We just finished daily rituals, and tomorrow is going to be to implement or not to implement. That is the question. Right now, I want you to head on over to iamadvancing.com, hit up implement in the search bar so that you can get the slides all the quotes and the notes from this entire implementation series sent directly to you. And I also want you to hit up the Join the Community button while you're there so that we can get you into a community of advancing entrepreneurs to give you support and feedback as you advance your business to the next level. I can't wait to talk to you tomorrow. Bye.
Thanks for listening to this episode of The Advancing Entrepreneur. If you enjoyed it, leave us a rating and review. Not only will it make our day, you'll also be helping others find this show and advance their own careers. Once you're done, be sure to head on over to iamadvancing.com and join our community to learn what it takes to be an advancing entrepreneur and surround yourself for success. Thanks again, and get ready to advance.